Hello, hi, my name is Lawrence, and I'm the Blue-Eyed Emperor. Um, 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 no, I'm just kidding you. Yesterday I was so tongue-tied, I don't know why, right? It was like, what the heck? But a couple things. Oh, wait, hold on. This is snow for you folks that have not seen it. Huh? Snow, look at the camera, look over there. See, absolutely just adorable dog. I got this from my youngest son. We should have named her Corona, and I think I made that joke earlier on my last reading, so I'm going to give her a little cookie and send her on her way. But that pooch, and forgive me for messing with my sleeves, either my shirts are getting smaller or I'm getting bigger from lack of movement due to coronavirus. What can I say, right? Hey, and I'm working out. I got my FUBU bikes, whatever the exercise bikes, a couple of those there, inside gym and a dry sauna, a personal dry sauna, really cheap, Amazon for the dry sauna, but it's a must-have, right? Just to kind of bring you back to that Zen sensation, right, of relaxation and really get into meditation. And I think when I said, I gave a reading, a general reading for June and said, hey, guess what, this negative energy that we're feeling. And then I predicted back in November, I said, listen, this planet it's gonna go through a cleansing. I don't need horoscopes, and I love people that do horoscopes. Don't get me wrong, I love people that do horoscopes, but I didn't need a horoscope to have me feel that energy, right? Just like I said yesterday, I didn't need a horoscope or someone to tell me what the moon is aligned to or not aligned to. And this particular set of beads has the tree of life. Just love that, because that's what this is about, right? It's about life. It's about quality of life, a lack thereof. You see I'm burning candles, and this little sugar right here our road opener, the candle for love, luck, health, money, relationships. But I'm still I'm giving the holy water, and I've had this holy water for a long time. And you're saying, well, why do you have so much of it left, Lawrence? Well, because, listen, not everybody's a demon. It needs to be exercised. Well, not everybody. Well, okay. A lot of people do. But anyways. And my little pooch dog here is still trying to get a treat. Go take your treat and go run along the way. Go. Anyways, so we have the candles going, and I'm going to get right into the read. I do want to say one thing, though. And I appreciate a lot of people of non-color, Caucasians, and I hate using that word, right? Just like you hear me say, I hate using men, dominant male, dominant feminine female, or dominant female energy, because it's not that. It's energy. As a captive, what makes us dominant or not is the amount of energy that we possess or that we strive for in our existence, right? So when you become a 10 or an 8 on a scale of 1 to 10, you become a 5, 6, 7, you start to grow in that masculine, and I don't mean masculine as a male. I mean it more, and I should change that word from masculine to magnitude, right? The energy and its magnitude, its strength, right? So it doesn't matter whether you're female, male, or anything else. Again, you know me and my chromosomes. I'll tell you, you're this far from the biggest, strongest guy on the block. You're this far from having a Yahoo between your legs. So remember, Source dealt you a different one iota of a DNA strand to make you something different. So be careful how you talk and treat women, and women, be careful how you talk and treat your fellow sisters and men as well. The one thing I want to get before I start this reading, I'm not going to make a long speech, but and I started to lead off on this. Caucasian people, we appreciate, as a half black, half Caucasian man myself, we appreciate all the sentiment and the love and the support that folks around the world, and it's not just them, it's the Hispanic folks, the Chinese, the Asians, everybody's given a lot of support. But stop saying black and white. Stop saying black people matter. Stop it. It's ridiculous. And if black people who are educated and really know the foundation of love and spiritual awareness, they'll have you stop saying that as well too, because anytime you mention a single color, white, black, Hispanic, you isolate that group and that communication, that span of communication. You take the we out of the whole equation which is not what we need to be doing on this planet. We need to be inclusive. What we need to be doing is teaching people of all races, all colors, to heighten their level of energy and understanding and compassion and love towards other people. This is simple logistics, people. Simple social. I want to say a lot of words. I got a list of words like compassion, awareness, consideration. I don't want to use any of that. That's blah, 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 blah. We as a society are too smart to be this dumb. I'll say it again. We as a society are too smart to be this dumb. And why do we allow ourselves to behave in this manner? I'm befuddled. Why are we cursing cops, police people? We want them, we hire them, we pay them to do the dirtiest job that we have. And you think a garbage man, listen, I'd rather be a garbage man any day than a policeman. Not that I couldn't be, but I sure wouldn't want to be, because you know what? If you even farted in the wrong direction, someone's going to be looking after you to say, oh my God, look what this person did, look what that person did. These things start with training, education, right? But our country wants to charge you an arm and a leg for education. Or they'd rather send you out in the workplace to keep you dumb and poor, because then you're not a threat. You're a revolving money door for this nation. And my little poor puppy better stop chewing on my books and my tarot cards down there before I just grab her. Come on, baby, sit up here with me on the couch. It is. It's a system that works for the wealthy. It's a system. Keep people of all color, white, black, brown, green, yellow, pink, keep them poor, keep the masses poor, and you'll have a money stream. You can tax us till you break us. And that's exactly what our government is doing. Our government taxes us till they break us. They put your government, I'm not going to say my government, our elected officials put more people out of their homes and displace people and send more money to other countries before we help our own poor and homeless people, while other countries are doing things like building communities and shelters and everything else. And you say, well, guess what? We did that. We tried to do the housing thing. We tried to use urban housing and development. Well, you stick people in a box without educating them, without providing them a sense of self-worth or integrity, and teach them about collective. You open a doggone house, and I worked with a community in San Diego, a community outreach where did some great things. I mean, really some great initiative things in helping children who were, not children, well, they're teens, help them to give themselves a sense of self-respect. Hard to reach teens that were at risk for suicide, no permanent job skills or working knowledge. These programs cost nothing compared to the billions and billions of dollars you're sending and the jobs that you're sending overseas to other countries. Yes, we should help people, but help us first before you go out and try to look like Mr. Big Shot. And I'm not talking about President Trump. I'm talking about every legislative body in the government, from all three levels of the government. Right? That stuff has to stop. Now, I'm done with my rant. People, remember, don't mention color when you have a problem. And my quote, and just like people no one is disposable. My quote for that whole last year, no one's disposable. This year, the message is, a problem without a color is a problem for all of us that needs to be solved. Amen. Let's get into this read. I'm going to do Aries first. I'm going to pull two angel cards. And you know, tarot cards is a tool for me to convey a message from you, to you, from me, to you, and everybody else, right? The power's not in the cards. The power's up here. You possess the power. You possess the strength. I'm going to hand you these cards right now. Here, you take them. You deal them out. You pick them. Tell me when to stop. There's one. There's two. The energy, and my little love, trying to sneak in. The energy, the guidance I just gave you, source energy is telling us that's it. Trustworthy guidance. Trustworthy guidance. You should be focusing on this. You should be focusing on this. From now on, till the end of this year, this is what you need to be focusing on, Aries. Trustworthy guidance. As leaders of the zodiac sign, you should make yourself, promise yourself, at least once a day, and I do love you, two girls, and they're two wonderful girls, promise yourself once a day to do one thing, make one statement, do one act that changes something that you see wrong in our world today. Do it. Trustworthy guidance. You've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are at your every step, are with you at your every step along your way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. The idea is unification. The idea is stop separatist communication. Stop isolating races and colors. When you do that, we speak as a single voice and not as patches of groups of voices. Leave our police alone. We hired them. We asked for somebody to get fired. They got fired. Do I think it was right in all cases? Absolutely not. These officers were trained these techniques. Again, my heart goes out to these guys. Am I angry about this being misused and causing the death of a man of any color? Didn't have to be a black man. Could have been a white man, a Chinese man. I would have been just as angry. All right? Let's change policy. Let's rewrite the laws that we live by. A good police officer, chief in, I think, Texas. I was listening to him earlier today on CNN. Anyways, the next card out is wedding. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Aries. Excuse me for my cough. My asthma's been kicking up. Praying that it's not COVID-19. Marriage is the union between two souls joined in love, mutual respect, and commitment. It signifies the desire to deepen love over time. Your wedding day is a testament to your well-founded faith in love's power. Continually breathe life into that faith and love. This card, even though it says wedding, I think wedding doesn't have to be the unification of a man and a woman to join. The wedding card came out here as the way I'm seeing it today for us all to embrace each other. Let's all marry ourselves. Aries, especially you, because this is the energy I'm getting for you. Let's have us, because I'm an Aries as well, part Aries, right? No one's ever one sign. Let's have ourselves marry ourselves to the idea that love will always upset the apple cart of people wishing and wanting to do evil. Always. Let's marry ourselves to that idea. I did say yesterday in yesterday's reading the general energy is procreate, right? That people are going to go out and be making babies when they shouldn't. It could lead to marriage. I hope my Aries brothers and sisters don't go out doing this and making this mistake and thinking that now's the time to find love. If you find a relationship right now, and I'm going to ask you, I'm going to beg you, if you didn't listen to me in 2019 about this cleansing of this earth and the virus and the war against the virus and the war against ourselves, civil unrest, and the nation, now it's erupting around the nation, Because I said that's what's going to happen. If you don't believe in that, believe in this. Do not go get married right now. Tell your spouse, tell your significant other, let's wait. You better wait till after June. Do not have a June wedding. The energy, and I said before, the energy will be clearing and easing up towards the end of June. And I don't read horoscopes. I mean, astrology and planet alignment. I don't believe that my inner strength or what I'm going to do tomorrow is based on the planet. I'm sorry, I just can't. Not to say that's wrong, but I can't. Right? The Mayans and everybody else placed things off the planet of the moon, and I do believe that the planets contribute to energy of some sort, right? But only those planets that are close nearby us, right? People came up with these names of trines and the alignment of planets and how they intersect and all this other stuff. I don't ever remember Jesus or God or anywhere in the Bible that it says, hey, look at the horoscopes, other than, hey, there's the North Star. That's the way to find yourself, due north. I'm not saying anything bad, so don't. Other readers that read horoscopes and astrology, don't jump down my throat. I just try to share a message. But the energy that you're going to be feeling, Aries, this month is just going to be trying. That's the energy I get for myself. I'm getting the energy I'm getting for you. This energy could be almost hostile. And I don't mean hostile in aggression and physical. Hostile within yourself. Your lack of feeling, oh my God, what is my worth, and why do I keep questioning myself? Why do I feel like I've never have enough? When will I ever feel that? Yes, as I'm talking, I'm getting closer and closer to tightening the noose on my own neck. You know why? Because self-infliction is our greatest restriction. What the? Did the blue-eyed emperor just say that we're restricting ourselves? We are. Mentally, we'd rather screw ourselves out of a good marriage, a good date, a good job, because we want to see people saved. We want to be savers of people, and we'd rather throw ourselves on the fire and the pit to make sure everybody else is okay. Time the F out. Wake up and make up with yourself. Listen, you can't rescue the world. No more than I could. No more than you can. No more than any person. You've never seen any one person from the beginning of time till now rescue the world. You've never seen it. It will never happen. So don't wear the burden on your shoulders alone, right? Work collectively, guide people, minister to people, show people the way to love people. That's what I'm getting from the wedding card. Trustworthy guidance. I don't know how much more I could say to that. And I'm guided to go back to the deck in which it all began for me. And poopsters, put a is giving the lucky kiss on the deck. Not that you need luck, Aries. And here's what I'm getting. And I say that first, right? Mark my words. You don't need luck. You need to learn how to start passing a little bit of the anxiety and the worry to others, right? Share in that. The message I'm getting is don't try to shoulder the burden yourself. Even with your own kids. Wow, that card just dropped off, but oddly enough, I didn't ask a question. Spirit guides, guardian angels, please guide me and give me cards, right? Give me a card on what the current energy is for Aries right now. And a long time viewer, listener, tribal sister, asked me to do Aries. So I'm going to do Aries first for her. And there's a few Aries out there, including myself. Not a lot of us, because we mainly do readings for Libra. But I'm going to change that, right? I'm going to start to open the door. Yeah, you heard me. I'm going to open the door. My little baby's sitting right here, looking right at you want to sit on up here on the table? Put your hands on the table. Here, watch this. Yes, give us some energy here. That card won't pop. That's the current energy I'm getting. Before I even look at that current energy, I want to know what the crossing energy is for that. I'm going to leave this just like this, crossing energy. What is the crossing energy to our main energy that we're coming in here? What can we add to the current energy? What can we add to the current energy for this? And I'm going to already tell you right now, there's going to be a communication, something's showing up. 2 cards flipped. So let's look at this. Let's digest. Overall energy. Knight of Rods, right? I'm looking at the Knight of Rods as in this context. When I look at overall energy, I'm not seeing just one rod, right? Because within this card, believe it or not, there are actually 2 rods, one here and one here. So the Knight of Rod is not singular. He's holding, providing, delivering a choice, a decision. He's delivering the opportunity for a decision to be made, right? When I get 2 rods together or image in my mind, I get a yin and yang. I'm getting a good and bad. I'm getting an influx of energy here, but I'm getting that influx of energy. It's bringing with it a decision that needs to be made. And the decision that needs to be made, and remember how I told you how our own inner guilt, our own inner self-evaluation process that we use on ourselves is our greatest restriction. Remember, I said those words before, right? The Knight of Rods, and there's 2 rods. I have a decision to make, and I'm getting the yin and yang emotionally from this Knight of Rods about a decision needs to be made, and it's accompanied by these 2 beauties here. I've not looked at them in great detail, and I'll talk to you about them right now, right? I'll talk to you about them. So we have this, look at this, the 7 of Rods, 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, about a person who is just at a loss, whether it's love, whether it's money. You're just saying to yourself, oh my God, there's nothing I can do or have been doing that I'm just going to win at, right? It's been a struggle. And with this 9 of Rods, you're saying to yourself, Jesus, I'm tired. I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm flabbergasted, exhausted, that the universe is always giving me these emotional highs, these emotional lows, sending me these emotional messages and decisions I have to make about my own inner strength and own inner ability, because I can't judge myself. Aries, that's what we're saying to ourselves. We can't judge ourselves. We always look to others to go, oh my gosh, good job, pat on the back, you did that good, you're serving your community, your husbands, your children, you're doing all these right things. And you know what? We can't get anybody to say it, right? You can't get anybody to say it. You gotta basically go out there and sell yourself in order to get it done. Don't do it. I stopped doing it. You gotta stop doing it. You don't need to sell yourself to people to prove yourself that your worth, your strength, and your energy level is already up here on the Richter scale. If you just let it shine. Remember, put on the blinders. Put on the blinders like that you do on the horses, like the carriages. Keep yourself on the path of evolution, not revolution, against yourself. Keep evolving, keep changing, keep growing, and you'll eventually come to a point in the crossroads when you look back and there's nobody behind you, because they're still back there trying to figure it out. If you remain in this strength and this power, wow. End of June. I will not go back and retract my statement that I just made the other day about June and the energy changing before the end of June. Do not, for your highest good, return back to the past. Remain in your strength. If you have to live with this indifference of the Seven of Pentacles and the wishy-washy, oh, humdrum, poor me, cry on your own shoulder if you want to carry the burden yourself, or find somebody that you can cry on the shoulder and open up to. Be vocal, verbalize the drought that you're in, the emotional, spiritual drought that you're in. Because Aries, we have the ability to soar, and we also have the ability to overly exhaust ourselves to the point where we're just ready to lay down all the work and just crawl up and bundle up and just say, oh my God, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. Then you wake up 2 days later and you're like, okay, let's start this again. Maybe I can make some more change. We will kill ourselves. Aries probably suffers from more ulcers, greater high blood pressure, heart attacks than any other sign. I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm not spewing facts. I'm guessing. But I think Source keeps us going because he knows that we're one of the only soldiers, not the only soldiers for all the other signs, but I'm talking about the energy, right? We're one of the only energies out there that really care less about ourselves, and people don't see that all the time. And matter of fact, people rarely see that about us, which is a sad thing. But we care more about people than we'll ever care about ourselves. Is that a bad thing? Absolutely, absolutely. But is it? But we're the greatest people to work with other people. We can fix everybody and anything. Damn it, we can't fix ourselves for shit. Okay. We talked about the central power energies. We talked about the crossing energies that go into this blend. Makes perfect sense. Let's talk about right now, what is the contributor to this? Why now are Aries feeling this way? Why are we so down on ourselves, right? We were up 2 months ago, up a month ago, and all of a sudden now, bing, bang, boom. Oh. The contributor, Five of Cups. Contributors, the Five of Cups. Emotionally, we're committing self-genocide. We always keep looking back into our past, reaching back into that chalice, the other cup, reaching back into that to figure out what we did wrong. What could we have done better? We again, our self-inflicted thoughts and judgment upon ourselves are our greatest debts to ourselves. It's a debt. It's a debt we're charging ourselves to punish ourselves. And we need to get out of the energy. This Five of Cups is what got us in this current energy that we're at right now. This was the motivator, the initiator of this feeling of the Knight of Rods, with having to make an emotional choice, a fundamental choice on a message that we need to give ourselves, that we're tired. We're exhausted. We need to love ourselves and stop being poo-poo and feeling sorry for ourselves. We need to get out of that energy. In the past, and I told you in the past what we were living. We were living high on the hog, and I got goosebumps now in a long time, and I appreciate them coming back. Give me the guidance I need on this. What is the guidance on this? What is the past? What does the past have for Aries? Give me past energies on Aries. Past energies on Aries. Loving me, loving you. So here we go. Past energies for Aries, Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. And notice how he's looking down in the cup. I want to say, so look at this. I want to say he's looking there and he's going, oh my gosh, I'm content with what I have in my cup. I'm content. In the past, we were satisfied, right? We were satisfied. But Aries, we're always satisfied for this long before we go, oh no. Are we cheaters? Liars? Hell no. Hell no. You can strike those things off the list. But what we are is we're always looking for that next victory, that next monumental step that we can take in our lives. So we're satisfied. In the past, we were satisfied. Now we're on our low drone mode of self-reflection, self-hate, self-doubt. And right now it's 4:44 p.m. in Arizona. Interesting, 4:44. Somebody looked that up. I'll look it up as well too, but somebody look that up and post that. And why aren't you people not writing comments anymore? Shame on you. Shame on all those wonderful people that are writing comments and being a part of the family and the tribe. Am I going to force you to? No, I don't even ask people to subscribe to me anymore, honest with you. In fact, I started referring people to other people because this isn't, my messages isn't about competition. It's about truth. It's about the reality that is what will happen. So I don't need competitors or feel that. So I'll refer people to everybody and anybody. Well, no, only if I feel that they're going to be working in your highest good. And I've given some wonderful names last week. I'll continue to look at readers, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll be evaluating readers. I'll be continuing to look at readers and saying, hey, guess what? Here's my opinion. Do I want to hurt anybody with my comments and opinions? Absolutely not. Am I better than anybody else? Absolutely not. But I do believe clearly anybody that's an energy-based reader that's connected to energy automatically can tell the second you're in contact in view. So again, we were satisfied, now we're not. How do we feel about ourselves? The next card I'm pulling out is how do we feel about ourselves? How do we feel about ourselves? Energy source, give me a card. How do we feel about ourselves? The strength card. The strength card. And you know what? I'm feeling it too. I feel, even though we have the self-doubt and question ourselves, we always question ourselves every 5 seconds. Okay, I did something. Did I do that right? Could I have done that better? That's what gives us the strength that we have, Aries. We keep using this as a deficit when it's an asset. Anytime you question yourself about your actions and the things that you do in your everyday life, whether it's family, business, friends, society, anytime you question what you're doing, you're creating a sense of strength about your personality, your energy. Nobody wants to question themselves. Aries, we do it all the time. We do it all the time. That's where this energy that we view or people view as a negative, the 7 of Pentacles, the 9 of Rods, and having to make emotional decisions about where we're at and delivering a message or fearful of receiving a message that's negative or not going to be to our highest good. We need to get out of this 5 of Cups scenario, right? And turn, burn, and learn to use this negativity or what was perceived as negative as positive. Anytime you run hard, your body has to recuperate. So rest with the 9 of Rods, right? Be exhausted with a good hard day's worth of work and valuing yourself and the contributions that you're making. That will give you the strength. Aries, we always feel strong about ourselves and always feel that we're the leaders and we have to be strong for everybody else. This card is telling me we feel that we have to be strong for everybody else. It's not even an option. We have to do it. embedded in our energy DNA, that source or God, whatever you want to call them, provided for us. It's embedded in our DNA. We always want to be strong for everybody else. Give me the cards on the future. What's coming up in the future for Aries after the energy dissipates? I'm going to give it a week, plus or minus a week from the end of June. I'm hearing, for some reason, I'm hearing June 20th, June 21st. Future, and that number came out June 21st. 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles for the future. And this is a celebration of, look at this. I don't want to be too passive with this. I don't want to race past this card, but look at this card. He's holding a little scale, a balance of little monies, of coins, and people are standing next to him almost begging for help and assistance, and he's willing to provide that with the scales of justice and equality, right? To give everybody a piece of what he has, or willing to, right? Whether it's emotional, financial, spiritual, it doesn't always have to be financial. Our government should provide that for us, along with our medical and education as well too. For a country that's so evolved, we have mismanaged this country for let me quote Governor Cuomo. Well, we haven't used the National Guard in 100 years, in a century. Well, he forgot Kent State when our National Guard shot 4 college students there. So he's talking about information and facts. Cuomo, get the facts. If you need them, call me. Anyways, moving on in a positive manner. And I like Cuomo. I don't want to bad mouth him, but don't say you're stating facts and misstate facts. Not on national TV. Write a speech better than that. I like your free-flowing thing, but I like your je ne sais quoi. I like your dry, sick humor with your brother's jokes and yours. So I'm not a hater, but I had to call you on that misquote. And I don't like politicians in a large front because I think they're just wallpaper. But I honestly think you're trying. So I'll give you that. So let's talk about what we fear. What's our greatest fear right now, Aries? Oh, 6 of Rods. We're afraid still that we're not going to come out of this victorious. With the 6 of Rods, this is a person of victory, of stuff, of great accomplishment, and riding into town like, yes, I just came back from a big battle. We talked about the battle here, the struggle emotionally and spiritually that Aries is having here, and that how we need to convert that negativity into positive energy and a renewed sense of strength for ourselves, because in the future the 6 of Pentacles is going to reward us, not only financially but emotionally, health, wealth. We're going to see a rejuvenation after this, the June 21st through July, a rejuvenation of Aries spirit and soul. But you have to be a participant, an active participant in that. So you're afraid that you're not going to be victorious. No matter how much you try, the world's going to keep making you work, and you'll always be working for pennies. Well, priests obviously get their livelihood supported by the church, but basically working for pennies. Not every job in the world, not every energy in the world gets the luxury of it. But I think there's a time now that's coming that equality, community, society is going to force governmental change and governmental reform, and how government is developed, built, and how it's sustained today. Do we need all these people, governors and mayors and all these little politicians? We spend more money putting people in offices and electing people to fuck us than we do helping us. We could spend more money on social groups if we cut the people's taxes. We should contribute 5%, 10% total, 5% for the state, 5% for the feds. Plenty of money. Start taxing corporations, big money corporations, for sending jobs out of our country. How people view you, us, 9 of Cups. You bet your sweet ass that's how people see us. We keep seeing ourselves as missing out on fortune and being winners, but other people see us as spiritually sound, spiritually, emotionally grounded. And I think in large we are. We always want to give everybody the fair shake. So does my Libra brothers and sisters. Scale of justice falling. But let's talk about now what is your achievements? What is your hopes, wishes and hopes? Wishes and hopes. Wow, wishes and hopes. Well, the card of temperance. I'll grant you this. I'll grant you this and tell you that source and energy is already given this. This card came out for a hot damn reason. I haven't pulled out any major arcana, and I don't think any of you ever noticed this, in the last 4 or 5 reads. There's a reason for that. We are coming out. We are coming out, and look at. Let me go back to this. Look, we're filling our cup ourselves. If you look at that, her cup's here, and she's looking at something on her chest that has something flowing from that, and that something looks like a beam of light and energy, and it's actually a triangle that she's looking at, and it looks like she's pouring into that cup from a smaller cup, and there's a commingling, a balance that's coming. That's what we want for ourselves. We don't want the highs and lows anymore. We want an even keel, a flat balance. I don't know that that's going to make us allow us to be maximum at our maximum height of output. I don't believe that's going to allow us our greatest output if we're on such an even keel, but we want that for ourselves. Because we're so jealous of everybody else that has that even keel, right? They don't have the ups and downs, the highs and lows. And guess what? When I asked about what we wanted, and the next card up here, as you know, is the outcome. The outcome is us. The Fool card. This is us. This is a sign to me that not only will temperance be at the forefront, temperance, gaiety, and I don't mean as in gay, lesbian, male, female, gay. I mean gaiety as in laughter, jovialness, a sense of new quest. And notice, we're in the knapsack. And as a child, at 6 years old, I built a knapsack just like this, and I ran away from home. When I was about 5, 6 years old, I got half a house. I think I got 2 houses down, and it was dark outside, right? And I grew up in Compton. How can I tell you? What can I tell you? Came back from Europe, grew up in Compton. My father was the only white man. You know me, I don't like mentioning colors. The only white man on the street. It wasn't always that way, but it became that way. I was there as a small child when they burnt down Watts. Stores. I seen the violence. I drove by. It's a shithole when people destroy their own neighborhoods or anyone's neighborhoods. The lawlessness in that just repulses me down to the core. That's the greatest form of ignorance. I'm gonna say the word ignorance that one could share or could provide a visual picture for me. A person that's willing to destroy his or her or someone else's property or livelihood or life, or create damage or life, or threaten people, kill people, shoot people, stab people for something that's a national, global problem of inequality, and countries and people around the world have been fighting for this stuff. Look at South Africa. Come on, how many people died there? My God, how long did it take for us? But guess what? The government was removed, and look what happened. We now have a greater sense of peace there. Is it perfect? No. Is it better for people of color and the races mixing and integrating with each other? Absolutely, it's better. Any change is better than no change. Be the face of reform, not the face of a bloody, burn the neighborhood down storm. All right? Remember, love and light. Aries, powerful read, nothing but great things happening for you, but it's not going to take place. And I repeat, do not get married. Do not get married in June. I don't care. Even do not get married before July. But for a lot of people, the door's going to start opening up June 21st. You're going to start to see a lot of this negative energy dissipate. Doesn't mean that this world, this United States, this COVID virus is getting better. I don't mean that. I'm talking about you as a person. For things that your perspective is going to change. You're going to have a renewed sense of love, life, a sense of jovialness, right? A gaiety that excites you, re-excites you again, because you feel stagnated, right? You're wondering and guessing what's happening next for me. I see positive things. I see potentially new employment. I see potential loves. Again, do not race into anything until you investigate and get all the facts. I just kicked my own camera. Again, my name is Lawrence, the Blue-Eyed Emperor. Stand strong and we'll stand together. Sending everyone love and light. Until next time.